Rocktober 2019 over. How you doing, guys? OneManClan. It's sure. I'm exhausted. Just thought I'd just spread out my thoughts post game. A little diary entry here. Okay, Rocktober. Well, how was it? Well, it was intense, very intense. And I'll tell you, there were two games. We didn't do a third game. We did two games. The first game went for, I think it went. Did it go full time? Nearly full time. Went like for like 80 minutes or something. I went blue, and my equipment was crumbling. I got nowhere. Nothing. I couldn't do anything. I think Navigator's come up with something he's doing with the cracks. I don't understand it because I'm supposed to be the guy running this. I know the code inside out now, and I know but I don't. There's these weird combinations that people are using, and it's like, it's beyond me. It's like you can't. Navigator's doing something with the cracks. You are, aren't you? You figured out some technique. I mean, I can have a full-on level 3 sentry gun and just boom, it's gone. And he's obviously priming them. I don't know. Anyway, the point is I couldn't have a proper... my RMC Classic D you've seen from the previous Rock2obers, I couldn't do it. It's just... it's just... I tried and tried. But the other thing is no one was helping me. The warden's side defense door, there was no one there, and I kept asking... That's disappointing, that side of the game. Didn't get enough support and everybody, and not enough team talk. I think it's gone sloppy. The team talk, not enough. I think there was a very little. A cloud was on, and I were on when the team talk. I don't think anybody else was, and so there was not enough communication. That's the one disappointing thing. It wasn't. There was moments of it. Don't get me wrong, but compared to what it could be, my vision, as it were, of everybody doing this and this. Maybe I'm exaggerating, and you know what? There's a lot going on, so maybe other people... No, because I would have read it. If two other people were talking, I would have known about it. Anyway, so so I had to give up. I thought, no, this test is not working. So eventually Red was capping. I think eventually I went... Did I go chap? Or was that in the second game? I don't remember now. Sorry, it's a bit of a day. What did I do? I went... I didn't do knifing this year. Anyway, that game was fantastic, and then we had a nice long break, and then the second half I went attacker in the beginning, but it felt too easy. I think I switched at one point because the second half is no team damage. I switched and I was oh, my phone's ringing. Who was that? They can wait because I'm busy. So where was I? So I switched to defense the second half, and that was tough as well because finally figured out everybody was hanging it. I got to do a new technique. I think it's my own fault because what I do is I start building where I think things should be the correct position, inverted commas correct. Well, they are correct. I have many years of experience, right? However, if no one's going to assist me, there's no bodyguards, then it's not the correct position. So I think, and this is such a lame thing, I don't want to have to say this, but I think one strategy could be from now on to just retreat into the base until I see another blue, hope that he stays in that area, and I build in that area. So for example, everybody was in the warden's room. I don't want to do warden side D, guys. It's lame. It's like flag room D. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work because there's these things called martyrs who go in there and they just plow through the area and destroy anything in there. You can't defend in one spot. I'm banging my fist on my hand now. Anyway, how long have I been talking for? Oh, a little while. Okay. So yeah, that the second game went for ages. I think it went did it go the full 90 minutes? But I'll tell you, time flew. yeah, so it was quite amazing. And one thing that occurs to me is that because there was people would say there's a teleporter, and this is one of the disadvantages of big games is where in a small game, let's say, I don't know, the extreme example, 2 versus 2, if someone says there's a tally, then there's only 2 of you, so I can see what the other person's doing, and I'll say, oh, I'll check out the tally. But the more players you have, the more chance that you'll think, maybe someone else is taking care of it, and you won't bother doing it. Which makes sense. It's not laziness. It's just common sense. If I haven't seen someone says, hey, there's a telly in this area, which I think there was at one point. Anyway, someone says there's a telly in this area, and I'm like, well, I'm busy at the front. But, so I'm not going to go looking for the telly, because by the time I get there, A, it might be taken care of already. B, 2 people could rock up to kill the telly, which is no point. And C, I'm leaving that position unguarded. So I think that's one of the things that happened. There was a telly that lasted for ages because I think everybody thought someone else can take care of it, which, again, as I'm saying, makes sense. But gameplay-wise, it's not optimal. And, anyway. I do a fantastic Tesla up front at one point, which really surprised me. I didn't think it was going to last that long. Normally, my strong Tesla position is at behind the warden side doorway, yard, you've seen it. But I did one at the front, at the foyer, at the top, and to my surprise, and I think because of that, I think the Reds must have been running past and thinking, well, I'm sure someone else will take care of it, but no one actually took responsibility. I have a feeling there was not much. Listen to my voice; it's so hoarse. I have a feeling no one took responsibility for the Tesla. Who was it? Was it Wolfgang? Someone was spying. The spy, and it got it at the end. But still, it lasted for ages. I remember now, and it actually built up, and finally, I got my 50 kills, my bonus, exactly when it died. So that was kind of like and you'll see in the demo. Literally, I'm running up to repair it just as I got seconds after I got the bonus points. And I knew it at the time. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Oh, no, don't tell me. And yes, boom, it killed itself. Anyway. And that's it. Hope you had fun. It was intense. It was intense. But I've got to say, a couple of months back, we did have was it a 20-player game? It was like a lot of people. And I remember thinking, man, this is like a Rock2ober feeling. Maybe it was only 16, 17. It was up there, man. So, yeah. Thanks to all the guys who contacted me who couldn't play. I appreciate that very much, just to know that, you're still in the scene. We didn't get 32. That's the bad news. We didn't even get close to 32. We got like 20-something. I think for ages we were like 17, 19 or something. So I was kind of like, ugh. Not even close to 32. And a bit disappointing. Some people from other mods who didn't think it was worthwhile. Like, okay. What can I say? The good news is that we didn't really miss the extra players. I didn't really notice it. It wasn't like a big deal. So, gameplay-wise, we didn't need the 32, but it would have been a lovely vindication of these things getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But hey, that's what being a cult? Not cult, what's it look for? Niche? Cult. Niche is the word I'm looking for. Mod is. The people that do it love it, and I think people who love it really should be there. So anyway, yes, that was it. I hope you had fun. I got a good night's sleep, which helped. And I'm going to need it because tomorrow I do intend to be at the weekly AGR sessions. We'll continue business as normal at tastyspleen.net 26666 2300 GMT. Thanks heaps, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.